My brutally honest boy advice that you need to hear is this. Him reacting to your message, liking it, love heart reacting it, whatever he's doing, is not him replying to you. You're getting delusional about this. When somebody reacts to a message and leaves the conversation, that is them politely trying to tell you that they don't want to talk anymore. If somebody is truly interested in you, they will do everything they can to keep this conversation going for as long as they can. They'll start turning it into phone calls, they'll start voice messaging you, but when somebody is reacting to your message, liking it, love hearting, reacting to it, that is them politely being like, okay, conversation is over, and you keep texting them after it because you think that they're being cute by like love reacting to your message, but in reality they just feel bad, so they keep replying and then they react to the last message really quickly to get you to stop texting them, and then you text them again and it's pissing them off. Another thing is that sometimes people get delusional because they're like, this person keeps texting me though, that means they're interested in me. He keeps texting me day after day, like he's replying, like yes, it's like 5-10 hours later, but he's still replying. You need to sit there and read through your messages and go, am I talking to him or is he just replying to everything that I'm saying because he feels bad?
So here's a hot take that I would love feedback on. I wonder if a lot of the reason that men can't commit to women, or why we're having such an issue with dating and heterosexual relationships, is because more men are down low than we ever expected. So we're all out here dating a bunch of gay men who can't admit that to themselves, therefore can't admit that to us.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women hate the men they're attracted to the most in modern dating. We got action. Let's cook.
I'm gonna have to put you down there, okay? I just got stood up for the first time. And that's never happened to me before. Okay, so let me tell you guys everything. I've been talking to this guy for about a week. A little bit, like a week and a half. And I really liked him. We had good conversation. We would be on the phone for like over 3 hours one time, and we had planned a date for today, and like everything was going well. Like last night I texted him like, hey, are we still on for tomorrow? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh well, let me know the details. And he never responded back. He never responded back to me asking what the details were. And then today I'm like, that was really rude for you to pretend you like me and then literally just to ghost me. Like, he literally said to me, like, 2 days ago, like, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm so, like, traumatized by that phrase. Like, oh, I don't want to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. Because I've heard multiple guys say that phrase to me, and what do they end up doing? They end up hurting you. So, these men, I just don't know what's wrong with this generation of men. This is such a pattern I've experienced. Like, these guys don't know how to freaking act right. They're imposters, impersonators, pretending to be perceived as a good guy. They're putting on this facade, but these guys are not good guys. And I was talking to my mom about this, and she's like, I think it's just your generation. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this generation, Gen Z, but it's really, really rough out here, you guys, dating in 2026. Like, my heart, I know, like, Ariel shouldn't care too much. I've only known him for like a week and a half, but like, I'm like, I'm such an emotional, sensitive person, and I thought we had a connection. But like, I feel like let down and disappointed. My heart like does kind of hurt right now. But that's my Saturday night. Hopefully you guys have a better Saturday night than me.
Isn't it funny how she liked him off rip? She liked him off rip. All it took was a week of talking to him. She knows everything. And the men that you want have the ability to do this, right? So all it took was a week. So for all the guys out there that think, oh, well, it takes more of this and you need to get to know her and she needs to build rapport with you. Knock it off. I'm telling you, bro, they're for sure about the guys that they really want. But here's the thing. It backfires on them because the guy's not that sure about them. This is how dating goes, bro. It's like this for everyone. It's like this for everyone. But see, with women, they want the guys that they want, but those guys make it difficult. Before we get into the next one, let me put you guys onto a great deal. Sponsor of today's video is Tej Hanley. This skincare routine is uncomplicated. It is simple for men. Okay, if you think that you don't need a skincare routine, granted, you know, I understand, but I thought the same thing too. Till I started using this, and it's a game changer. There's a lot of things that come in this box that are going to be useful to you. Let's go over it. So you get a daily face wash. So you're going to clean your face off. You're going to get the dirt off, but then they have an exfoliating scrub that goes deep into your pores. It gets all that backed up gunk off your face, and you actually feel it while it's working. You can feel your face tingling. So after you're done with that, you're going to use an AM moisturizer, and it comes with a PM moisturizer. So it's not going to leave you out here with dry skin and you're just not looking your best. You are going to look and feel your best with this. And I truly believe the first step to becoming him is actually getting a skincare routine that works. Don't worry about it. They got an instruction card in here that shows you when to use it, how much to use, and in exactly what order. So you will never be confused about anything. Strictly uncomplicated. A bunch of guys have also tested this. A bunch of great reviews. I would not back something that I don't believe in, and I believe in the Teach Handley way. So if you want to jump on this routine, you're going to get 40% off just to start with your first box, then 20% off for life. Plus, they throw in a free gift valued at over $20. If you want to jump on this skincare routine, click the link in my description or the pinned comment and get started today.
This is a story time about the only time I've ever gotten stood up on a date before. While my car heats up because it's very cold. I can see my breath. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. But anyways, so I met this guy on Tinder. Very, very sweet. He actually lived in Hawaii. This was over like in December. He lived in Hawaii, but he was here for winter to see his parents and stuff. And he said he was moving back here in about a month and a half. So he was here like getting stuff all settled. Okay, sounds good. We were vibing. We were having a really good time just talking. And he was like, hey, would you want to go on a date tomorrow? And I went, yeah, sure. That sounds fantastic. Do you have any ideas? And he was like, how about I take you to this steakhouse? And I'm like, hey, that's really expensive. Like, I can't personally afford to go to that. Like, I'm just letting you know now. And he went, no worries. That's completely cool. I'll pay for it. I was like, are you sure we can go somewhere cheaper? And he went, no, I'd be more than happy to pay for it, right? So we're talking. The morning of the date, I wake up, and I send him a little text message like, hey, good morning. Doesn't reply for 2 hours. I send him another message. I'm like, hey, we still on for tonight? Doesn't reply for another hour. At this point, it's like 1 p.m., and we were meant to go on a date at like 6. So I'd kind of been like, okay, whatever, it's not happening. Like, kind of, brush past in my brain. He then texts me, he says, hey, sorry, it's in a really chaotic morning. My car broke down, so I've been at the shop all morning. Oh, I'm so sorry, that's awful. And he went, yeah, I'm still completely down for a date, but would you be okay picking me up? Because, my car's in the shop. Yeah, of course, that sounds good to me. I get fully ready, fancy, because we're going to a fancy restaurant. I get in my car. I pull out of my driveway. I'm starting to drive there. I'm probably, maybe 10 minutes from his house. He lives about 30 minutes from me. Get about 10 minutes from his house, and I look down at my phone because I get a notification. Hey, can't make it. And I text him, like, I'm 10 minutes from your house. And he went, yeah, sorry, can't do it. And then he doesn't respond again. And he, blocks me. And I'm like, okay. So then I, pull into a gas station. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I just, went home. So I was like, what? Huh? Like, bro, if you didn't want me to go on a date with you, you could have just said that. God damn. You didn't have to do this, bro, what are you doing? It's really cold in my car. My face is getting so red. Anyways, love you guys. Mwah.
She told this dude, no, that place is, it's too expensive. I don't have money for that. This is how women are, bro. When they really like you, they don't want you to do all this extravagant stuff. They want you to see the side of them that is very low maintenance. So you keep them around. She was willing to go pick him up. Waste her gas. Once again, follow this, right? When I tell you guys, tell her to bring something. Tell her to drive to you or to meet you halfway. Because they're only going to use their gas when they really like you. When they really want something to happen with you or they're interested in you, that's when they'll drive all the way to you. They'll buy the thing that costs $5, $10, $20 because they're really interested in you. No friction, no resistance. No, everything is just simple when they really like you. But the reason why they don't like it when it doesn't go their way is because it's like, I got all these other suckers and I'm not doing this with you. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Let's get the next one.
Bro, I'm hot. I'm genuinely pissed the fuck off. I need to go find some fucking grass to touch before I fucking kill somebody. Matter of fact, yeah. Let me pull over. Let me pull the fuck over because I don't even trust myself to drive right now. That's how pissed the fuck off I am. Are you serious? Fucking understand why I am so in love with the bitch who don't want to do shit for me, who I have to beg for an ounce of any fucking thing. Whole time I have a man who literally wants to send me. We are about to go to a 5-star fucking dinner and I don't even fucking like this man. Not even a little bit. Not even a fucking little bit. Not even a fucking little bit. Why? Why? Oh my God, what is it? Like seriously, what the fuck is it? I need to go touch this fucking grass. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm about to go touch this fucking grass because I don't have the fucking answers. And I need the fucking answers.
Look at how much power you have when a woman likes you more than you like her. This woman is breaking down in her car. Breaking down in her car over a guy that doesn't care about her like that. Meanwhile, she has a guy that wants to take her to 5-star restaurants, wants to take her on dinner dates, wants to be attentive, wants to be sweet, and she doesn't like him, not even a little bit. She needs to get out of her car and go touch grass because she can't understand what the hell is going on. This is why they hate the men that they're attracted to most, because the men that they like don't need them. They don't. They do not need them. And I don't care what you're about to say right now. Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, Tyrone, whatever. The fact remains the same. The fact remains the same. The men don't need them. They want the men's validation. And they think by sleeping with them that this is going to do something to these guys. It's going to inspire them or trigger them to be the guy that they need them to be. But it all backfires anyway, because the moment you start doing all of this extra stuff, you turn into the guy that she's saying she don't even like a little bit. Let's get the next one.
Okay, this is a message for all the girlies. How long are we waiting to say, like, on to the next with the man? I mean, like, how long are we waiting? Are we waiting 24 hours, 48 hours? Some people wait longer and, you know, that's fine. But I personally believe we live in a digital age, right? So 24 hours, I think, is a lot. If they've just, like, ignored you for a full day, and you've been back and forth talking and, you know, it's going good. And they've just, like, not messaged you. Bye-bye. Because, honestly, we're on our phones all the time. It takes 4 to 10 seconds to send a message being like, hey, oh, my God, my day is going to be so busy. If you don't hear from me, that's why. Done. But they don't. And then, like, you know, by that time, you start to question, like, why haven't they done it? And then it's just this repeated cycle. Also, you're reinforcing that behavior, by the way, girlies. If you give them positive reinforcement for that, they're going to be like, oh, I can do it. Let's see how long I can do it for. No, I really reckon, like, 2 days is a lot. Like, you ever messaged me in 2 days? What, did your phone break? Did you forget how to use an iPhone? What happened? Like, come on.
Women hate the men that they're attracted to the most because men know how to play the game better than them, in fact. That's really all it is. So they're used to playing the game on easy mode and just winning and winning and winning. And when they bump into the guy that they really want, this guy's been playing the game on hard mode. He don't even realize that he's become so good at it. So women are like, what's going on here? She's literally fighting the urge to chase this guy while giving advice on, don't chase these guys. Makes literally no sense. Let's get the next one.
These girls of my generation got the game fucked up, bro. So I took this girl that I met at campus on a date, some little fine shit I ain't gonna do. I pick her up and I take her to Outback Steakhouse. That's a nice little spot to take somebody out to eat for a first date. So before I picked her up, I didn't want to just show up empty-handed, you feel me? So I picked her up a nice little bouquet of roses. So when I pull up in front of her crib, I open the door for her and I get the roses out the back seat and hand them to her. She say thank you, and then she sits in the car. Now we on our merry way. So we get to Outback, we get a nice little booth, and then we just chat. But we get our drinks, order our appetizers, our main meal while we just chatting and shit. It's going good, but then it just shifted. My phone didn't die, I just walked in the house real quick. But anyways, the reason it shifted, she come out of nowhere saying, I don't like roses. So now I'm like, oh, damn, my fault. She like, nah, you could have asked. And in my head, I'm thinking like, I was just trying to be nice and make a good first impression, but alright. So then I'm just like, alright, that's my fault. She said, right. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I wasn't trying to show it right there and then, so I'm gonna let this one slide real quick. Now we chatting again, and then she asked me a random question. She like, so have you ever had a Valentine? I said, yeah, one. She said, so what did you get her? I said, I don't like talking about my past relationships with girls I'm trying to pursue. So then she like, okay, then what you gonna get me? So I'm just going along with it. I'm like, what you like? She starts saying shit like Chanel bags, Prada, Gucci and Gabbana. But then I stop her real quick. I'm like, you naming all of this, what you gonna get me? She said, what I'm gonna get you? Valentine's Day for the girls. I said, I ain't buying you all that shit and you ain't getting me nothing. Now she talking about, who gonna be the boys? Them niggas that you used to fuck with gonna be the boys. I'm gonna be the man, motherfucker. Her ass talking about, you can be the man all you want, but you gotta be a trick to get with this chick. Get your corny ass. I said, if you don't speak Gakanese, you ain't getting no cheese. Anyways, now she talking about, clock it. I see what you want now. No, motherfucker, I see what you want. Talking about some motherfucking Gucci Gabbana. I don't even know what that shit look like. Then this girl has the audacity to come out of nowhere. Then you got me at Outback. That's another thing. You could at least took me to Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris? Bitch, it's the same shit. It's steak. You didn't even order steak. You got a motherfucking pasta. So then I'm like, matter of fact, I'm going to the bathroom. Hold up. Whole time I didn't go to the bathroom. I went to our server privately and I told her to make it 2 separate tabs. I'm not paying for your shit, your ungrateful ass. If you can't pay for it, then you're gonna be sitting right here until you can. And find your own ride home. Paid for my shit, left her ass right there and blocked her.
Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. This is how women treat you when you go out of your way to try and impress them. This is how they treat you. So this young man is going to learn from this experience. He's going to carry on. He's going to develop his standards. Now, the problem is, men never take a look at the women who really like them because they say to themselves, and this is very immature too, by the way, the women that like me, I don't really like that. Well, how is that? How is that? Your experiences, you're not really looking at it from a whole. And you probably haven't even had a lot of experiences. I've been going through these experiences since 17. And I've hooked up with hot women that have hooked up with all my friends. You learn at a very young age, a woman's looks have nothing to do with it. They're bops. They're loose. They chase attention. It's not anything out of the norm. So when you're thinking she looks this way or she makes me feel this way, so you jump out of the window, you're going to learn sooner than later. All of that means nothing. What means something is the instructions that you give a woman, and is she following those instructions? Does she treat you like, you're the best thing that she can find out here? And you will automatically know because you won't be confused. But this young dude is going to learn from this. He's not doing anything anymore. Then he's going to bump into women that he actually finds attractive that are willing to follow his instructions and just cooperate and just have a good time with him. And he's going to be like, you know what? I'm even doubling down more on my standard to not take women on dinner dates, to not bring women flowers, to not drive them to the spot, to not do any of this stuff, because I know that I don't need to do that. And I get better treatment from women when I don't put myself out there and try to impress them like that. A lot of guys are going to go through this, and it's okay. Don't ever get down on yourself like there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. A woman just did not appreciate you because she ain't feeling you like that. She's not attracted to you. But just know this, what goes around comes around. A guy that she's really attracted to, something will happen. Something will happen. Now, here's the thing. When you look for women that are attracted to you, right? I'm not saying treat them bad. What I'm saying is when you find a woman that's attracted to you and you're attracted to her, as long as she's bringing good energy your way, you continue on with the good energy. You need to have standards and a protocol. You need to put her through the vetting process. Everything goes well in a year, make her your girl. Everything's cool. And then she's used to you by that point. She's going to follow your lead. Everything's going to go smooth. But in the beginning, do not try to impress these women, because for the men that they're really attracted to, they don't have to impress them. They don't. Let's get the next one.
And if you're a man with resources or means, or you got your own crib and you got your stuff in order, women hate when you're not a sucker. Okay, that is one of the most amazing things to me, is the fact that, like, if you got your own resources and you got like your own steady income or whatever, and you got your life in pretty decent shape, like you got your life in order and everything like that, women hate when you're not a sucker for love, dude. They hate when they can't just come up in your life and just run shit. Like they be like, yo, all this closet space I could use. Yo, what do you mean? You got all this extra money. Why not spend it on me? Like, yo, it's the funniest shit in the world, gang.
Exactly. Women hate when you're not dumb. Because, see, men understand everything now. When a woman's really feeling you, she treats you like a king. King's treatment. When a woman doesn't care about you, she treats you like a peasant. That's how it goes. But it's funny that when you know your worth as a guy, right? Women don't like this. Don't let you be attractive to like a guy who she's attracted to, and she looks at you like you're feeling yourself because you got your life put together. No, you're just a guy who understands. See, women want you to be all of these things, but they want you to have a hint of dumb to you, like idiot to you, so they could get over on you. That's not how it's going. And they get frustrated because they can't find the perfect balance of idiot that has his life together. Too many of these guys have been made an example of. See, this is the problem. Too many of these guys have become the example. Guys are smart enough to say, I don't need to go through that to understand that. I'm looking at the example. So this is why women bring heat to you or attitudes to you when you ain't going. Know your worth, bro. One thing I want to get across in this video to close it out is, guys, know your worth and don't just live in delusion. Don't live in delusion. Take your supplements, go to the gym, keep yourself well groomed. Love the man who you are in the mirror, bro. If you got goals, I don't care if you got to get a whiteboard, a notepad, write them down. Make a circle, right? And put the goal in the circle. Now, everything outside of the goal that you can't control, write it down. Everything that you can control, put it inside the circle with the goal, and only focus on inside the circle. Don't worry about anything outside the circle. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bro. If you got haters, you're doing something right. Who cares what a woman thinks? Because we already know what they think, because they open their mouth and they blab it all everywhere, and they put it out everywhere. But that's not the end all be all. The end all be all is you. So this was women hate the men that they're attracted to the most in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Y'all, this boy asked me to go on a date, and I said, yes, I'll go on a date with you. He said, okay, where you want to go? I said, oh, we can do like dinner and a helicopter ride. He talking about, you want to do all that for a first date? That's not even a lot. Like, what?